Panią ja go nie muszę absolutnie przedstawiać, bo on jest znany wam bardzo dobrze, nie tylko ze swoich hitów takich jak Feel It czy Hard For Me, ale przede wszystkim z roli Massimo w filmie 365 dni. Michele Morrone, on jest teraz we Włoszech, my jesteśmy w Polsce, ale mamy szansę się widzieć. Hi, hello, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. How you doing? Good?
Yeah, I'm fine, and how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
So, I don't know if you are aware of the fact that now in Poland you are even most popular than in a day of the premiere of 365 Days, because now the movie is available on the internet. So there are a lot of viewers that saw it and they know you right now. So I think this is a kind of a positive element of all the lockdown and quarantine situations.
I mean, it's a good way to stay home. I get many messages on my on Instagram that they're watching even like 2-3 times per day that movie, like 365 days, and it's really like I can feel all the love from all the people that watch that movie, and it's a really nice feeling to me.
I think it's something important right now because the situation is not quite easy. So the social media give us a great possibility to be in touch with people from all over the world. For example, from Poland.
Absolutely, yeah. Like if we think about like even like I don't know, like 15 years ago, we didn't have the opportunity even to do this that we're doing it right now, and like it's so important to see each other. Even, for example, I do a lot of I mean not a lot, but a lot of lives on my Instagram to keep in touch with all the people that they would like to ask questions about the movie, about the album, about the career, and it's a good way to be in touch with someone that appreciate your work.
So making movie right now, it's very hard. They are just suspended. But making music, it is possible to do it at home. We have your album Dark Room, and I guess you have a lot of time right now, maybe to work on your music, maybe to play guitar, to sing something, to make some new projects.
Actually, I'm working on the second album. And I wrote already 5 songs, and that's an amazing way to to make your brain work. Keep working out. On something. It's a great moment just to think about your life. Because this quarantine, we all like if we think about this quarantine is an opportunity for all of us to get even better. Because I think that during the normal life, we're not good listeners. When someone speaks, we don't really listen at someone, and we can't wait just to say what we have inside without listen. So I think that it's gonna be a way for all the people, just to think about their life, think about their errors, think about everything that they might change, when the lockdown is over.
So the lockdown and all the quarantine is a kind of inspiration for you for writing new lyrics for your song?
Of course. I've wrote like something about this lockdown, and I'm not gonna show you the lyrics, but I try to imagine I try to figure like the virus as a killer that is walking on the street with a gun, and all the people are scared about him, and they close themselves in the house, and like it's a very, very big inspiration to me. Yeah, absolutely. I discovered a lot of things of myself that I didn't used to pay attention before, for example.
So how are you coping with all the situation? If we are not talking about making music, you just showed me that you are painting.
Yeah, I used to paint also before, but now like I I try to kind of, take out everything I have inside. So yeah, painting is a good way, I think, to, clean your mind, because every time I paint, I just get so relaxed, so relaxed, and I have the time, to focus on something, not to think about anything, you know, mix the colors also, black and white and red and green and yellow and purple and everything. It's a good way, to refresh your mind. I think it's just for me. I don't know, for other people maybe they find something else to do. I don't know what you do.
I'm not painting because I'm not good at it, but maybe it's a good idea to start to learn something.
Yeah, because painting, for example, like you can't just paint. You have to study something. I mean, when you want to paint something, it's interesting because you're gonna find, you're gonna start, working on the geometry of the design. So you have to study some basic things. And it's a good way. I mean, I think it's a good way to study something else. Because from paint you can study geometry, maths. You can study, you can study, I don't know, flowers, the way they grow up, flowers, the color that they have, flowers, the name of the colors, because we only know red, yellow, green, but there's thousands of other name of colors. You know what I mean?
Especially thanks to the internet, because now there is no limits. We can do everything almost without going out home, just using everything that is upload online.
Of course, there's many documentaries, many courses that we can do, for example. And of course I'm not going to do the cook one, because I'm not good on cooking. And but there's a thousand of courses, free courses that the people can do, about everything. So internet, YouTube, for example, it's a very good way and free way. You don't have to pay anything for that, to learn, you know yeah.
I also saw you are still trying to be in a good shape and exercising at home.
Yeah, I try to, but I hurt myself like 1 week ago. I was training my back, and I did like a weird movement, and I have to stop for a week, because I have like a doctor coming in my apartments every day, like to massage my low back, because I hurt myself so hard, and I have to make the injections. So of, yeah, anti-painful. And yeah, but I'm trying to to keep in shape, because like I'm not trying to keep in shape, I'm just trying to, because I have so much energy inside me. So while you stay, you paint and you talk, when you read, you study, you watch a movie, your body stop, but you have energy inside yourself, and you have to go out, but we can't. So I think that like working out, it's a good way.
Some time ago, you posted on your Instagram a really important message about depressions you handled with time ago. Now, I think it is even more important to show our support for those who have trouble with coping with all the situation of lockdown, because there are a lot of people that are coping right now with a kind of depression and some mental problem because of the situation.
Well, yeah. I think that one of the best way to fight against depression is psychotherapy. Not even psychologists, but it's psychotherapy. And because most of the people, I get a lot of messages on my Instagram about this, but I don't want to answer, because I'm not a doctor. I don't want to say, because my personal experience worked to me, but might not work to other people. So uh, there's a lot of people that for example, they write me like, what the fuck, I'm depressed since I like 5 years, 6 years, and this depression is not going out, and I'm taking this form, this psychoform. But this is not the way. I mean, psychoform is just a way to put all of the bad things in, like, under the carpet, but they're gonna get stuck there. I think that talk, with the psychotherapist is the best way to take out everything. Well, I don't feel I don't feel in the position to give some advice, because I'm not a doctor. I don't have experience. I have my own experience, but I mean, it works with me, as I said. Like it might not work with someone else, you know. So,
But I think that admitting that you had a problem could be something that will force many people to use and to ask for help,
I
because we
mean, like
know that
there's
should
a there's
be ashamed.
yeah, yeah, you're right. Like, but people should understand that being an artist, being as like an actor or famous singer, or I don't know, it doesn't mean anything because we are human being. Like I'm like exactly like the guy who even we have even more problem because you know we're always you know around thousands of people, and we should be careful who's the people around us because they might want something from us, you know, just that we might have fake friends just because they want to be next to us. And we're just like, of course, like it doesn't exist in this world someone who doesn't have a problem. Even the richest guys of the world have so many problems, so many problems. All the people that we when we see on social medias, that they're always happy, that they're always smiling, that they're always pretending to be on shade, that they're always showing new cars, showing new clothes. That are the most sad people, I think. And it's. I'm not saying that because it's not a law, but just because we're a human being. We're a human being.
But there is one, I don't know, short-term solution. We can listen to your music because a lot of people in Poland listen to your album Dark Room. Have you expected that it will be on a top of bestsellers after it was released?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, for me, music was always kind of it was just like a paint, you know. I write the song, I build up the music, and that's it. And but to be honest, like I never expect that. Never. Like I should thanks also the movie because the way that the movie is making you know publicity on my album because I wrote 4 soundtracks for 365 days. You know, I have it here and it's written here. You know, so the way like okay, maybe I might be talented, but it's also thanks to the movie that gave me the opportunity to go all around the world because the movie is going to go on Netflix not only in Poland but all around the world in almost 200 countries, America, Brazil, Italy, Europe, everywhere. So we like if the movie gave me the opportunity to represent me in the music way, now I should keep working hard and hard just to you know to keep a good work and to give emotion to people. You know what I mean?
So, do you think it is possible that your second album will be released this year if the situation will, of course, calm down?
You should ask to my producer. I don't know. I think that I think no because I think that we might wait 2021. Of course, in next year, if everything is all right with this coronavirus situation, it will come out yeah next year, I guess. And I should have I have already planned a lot of concerts all around Poland as well. You know. No.
But maybe we will get, for example, a single from that will be just a promotion for your new album this year, maybe in the end of the 2020.
Oh well, I don't know because like I don't want to tell you something that yes, but then so the people they're gonna wait for the new single. But I'm working hard to make this come true, and of course it's not gonna be our fault, like my fault or my producer's fault, but it's just because the way we're living in the same time, like in this moment, is not easy. Because if I was, for example, on studio I could have taken it out, but I'm in my house and I don't have, you know, practically the things that I need, you know. So a piano, you know, I have, you know, no mic, no nothing, you know.
So, what will be the first thing you will do after all the quarantine ends? You will, I don't know, you miss the most over the concert, or maybe being in the studio, or meeting friends and family?
I want to see my kids. My kids. I have two kids, and but I don't think that I'm gonna be able to see them because they're living outside Italy in Lebanon. So like I think that it might not be possible because the airport they're still closed. So if I cannot, the first thing that I'm gonna do Monday is actually going to studio because I have to have the dubbing of 365 days in Italian for the Italian Netflix, and after that I just want to take my motorcycle and go. Oh, actually, yeah, I have to. I have an appointment with my baby boy, which is my horse. I have a horse.
Oh, so you are riding.
Yeah, yeah. I bought an horse after the movie. I've it was always a dream to me to buy a horse, and I bought it, and it was amazing because you know, like after this movie and after the you know this the success of the dark room and 365 days, I'm realizing all the dream that I had. Like it's funny to think that 1 year ago I didn't know how to pay my rent, and now I'm riding a horse.
So you're a great example that the fate is something that we can't predict, and so we can't. We should always be positive, positive attitude, because everything can change in any
No, I
moment.
think that like in my life, Kasha, in my life I never had a plan B because I never thought to do something else than this work. So I would have I would be ready to sleep on a bench on the park. And actually, it's the first time on an interview that I say this, that around like, well, I was like 20 years old. I really wanted to do and be an actor, but so I was working, but then I got fired because there was some problem from the work, and I didn't know how to pay my rent, and but I still wanted to be an actor, and I slept for 3 nights in the open park on the bench, and after that, like a friend of mine just asked me like, "What the fuck are you doing? Just come in my house," you know. But I really wanted to. I didn't want to do anything else because the passion inside me, or for the heart, it was so big that I would have died if I didn't become an actor or an artist, because you know some people they're made to do something. For example, a chef that was born with the passion to cook, and he's starting, you know, he cannot live without making, you know, the good pasta, for example, or a good dishes. And I was the same. Like I made a lot of funny things, but now like it's starting to, for example, every time I ride my horse or I go to the place to feed him, I always looking inside his eyes, and I always think like that he's the, I know, my word, you know, because since I was a little kid, I always wanted to have an horse, but we never had enough money in my family, you know, to have it. And now every time I see Hiron, because his name is Hiron, I feel so proud because that that dream is alive, you know.
And I think that all the lockdown situation uh, we should be aware after all of that that we should appreciate everything we have, because that's the
Even a
most
candy,
important.
even a candy.
Yeah.
I think that like we should, like as I said before, I think that after this lockdown we should listen people better. When someone else is speaking, we don't have to rush. We just have to listen good what he's saying, because we lose too much time to think about ourselves only. For example, uh, I don't. I was one of them. After, for example, I was after the success of the movie, of the album, everything came together, and I felt like, wow, what's going on? Like, wait, I wasn't working like every day. Go sleep, go work, appointment, interviews there and there, but I wasn't listening at myself. I was like a robot. So this quarantine helped me a lot to think about everything that I'm having in my life, and I thanks myself every day for what I have, because it was a hard work.
So I think that's the most important, to see the positive side of life in every situation. I think you are a great inspiration for all our viewers, listeners that are watching our conversation. Thank you very much. Stay healthy. I keep my finger crossed for the next album, for the new singles, for all the
Thank you very
movies
much.
you'll be a part of.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your work. You're very professional, and thank you for that.
Thank you and take care. And after lockdown, we hope that you will visit Poland to sing
Of
and to
course,
be
I miss Poland so
fans.
much. Wow, I miss Poland so much.
And I think Poland miss you. So see you.
Thank you.